5 times I seen him do that. Vicky, you do right now?
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. Gotta let my skin fade marinate. We got tossed up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captains on,
Send it, man.
Players when I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you, I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We got tossed up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. That's me. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I have to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We got tossed up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up. I'm the #1.
He a leader for sure, man. Yeah, a leader, man. Y'all needed him.
Beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, got do as your door, got at your stack, got play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We got tossed up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's on, man, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you, I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We got tossed up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Richard Branson. Since the basement make it acting over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my Panthers. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with.
I'll see my team real quick. Yeah.
And that's some hours in my face way. Now it's like work for 10K or cause it is pen game. Bit insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back to off the place. Then
I got a linebacker too. Another linebacker.
Still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte at rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Tonight, it's the first of 2 here on this Monday night, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. The first of 2 on this Monday night, the Saints and Panthers underway from Charlotte. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. You look at this Carolina defense.
Well, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Carr's throw complete there to Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1,000-yard rusher for the first time last year. This is Jamal Williams. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll get this up to midfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting roughed backwards on this drive. come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Carr now on first down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Escapes the defender. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, New Orleans.
On play action, now Carr. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
8-yard line.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. They run. It's Kamara. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand.
One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Now Young. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They run with a third-year man, Chuba Hubbard. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. The Panthers are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Young will set to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
A 1st down throw for Young. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now here's Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he'll get it down to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guy's getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brand.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Following the interception, Young to the sideline and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Young now. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Now Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freeing up the D lineman to make the play.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. To throw his Carr. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he goes out right around the 39. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Carr. And this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring.
There he goes, left side. And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there, that shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Touchdown! Chris Olave. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because things went really well on that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Got it?
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
2nd and 5.
Looking to throw, Young.
He'll air one out deep from Mingo.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked to these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle when these defenses go at him.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Carr. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On play action, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you get multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Set, ready. Ready?
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders.
Yeah, this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there at first.
Now that's a good time. Lightning in the ball. Forget it. His
in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Sanders. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Miles Sanders with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Carr. Drops this up to Kamara out of the backfield. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have the Saints first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Buying time to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Shaq Thompson presence felt on the sack. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has... They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
He's got room at the 30.
And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Carr now to throw. Steps away, diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. Carr will look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40.
82 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better really as the night's gone on.
It is our business to analyze what we saw out there. But on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 21.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are right back in this football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He completes it to Olave. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Carr. Flush to his right. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the give, this is Hubbard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. This now a 3rd and 4. They'll run again. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. A lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Carolina, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next.